Today, Benjamin Netanyahu became the first Israeli prime minister to ever make an official visit to Australia, where that nation's leader is offering his staunch support of the Jewish state, particularly by criticizing the United Nations. Netanyahu received a warm ceremonial welcome from Australian Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull, which included an honor guard and inspection of the troops. The two leaders then made a joint statement to the press.
I'm honored to be the first Israeli Prime Minister to officially visit Australia. God, it's been a long time coming. And it celebrates really 100 years of friendship of Australia to the Jewish people and their state.
The Israeli leader acknowledged that Canberra backs a two-state solution to the Palestinian crisis, but laid out key points on which Jerusalem will not compromise.
It's not conceivable that people will say the Palestinians should have a state and continue to call for the annihilation of the Jewish state, Israel. So obviously asking the Palestinians to recognize a Jewish state is mandatory, and people must do that. Secondly, we know that in the realities of the Middle East, if Israel is not there to ensure security, then that state very quickly will become another bastion of radical Islam. So this is what I've been talking about, and I've been talking about it for 8 years. I said we have to make sure that the Palestinians recognize the Jewish state, and we have to ensure that Israel has the overriding security control of all the territories, Other than that, I want the Palestinians to be able to govern themselves and to have all the freedoms to do so, but not the freedom to destroy the Jewish state. They have to recognize Israel, and Israel has to have the residual military control. That's my view. It hasn't changed.
For his part, Turnbull made it clear that Australia will not support any resolutions condemning Israeli settlement policies, such as the one approved by the United Nations Security Council in December.
We do not support one-sided resolutions which condemn or criticise Israel of that kind. We haven't done in the past, and we won't in the future. It's a complex problem. It needs to be resolved by direct negotiations between the parties, and we certainly encourage that. So that is our position, and it's been consistent. We are a very committed friend of Israel. We are a very consistent friend.
While he's in the Commonwealth, the Israeli premier is scheduled to sign several mutual pacts aimed at fostering closer bilateral economic and defense cooperation with Australia.